Hi, I'm Kevin Eikenberry, and I'm here to help you reach your potential as a leader and a human being. Welcome to Remarkable TV and the Remarkable Leadership Podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you click the link so you can subscribe for all future episodes. Today, I'm talking about the longest four-letter word. Are you ready? Let's get started. This is the last and fourth in a series of episodes about four-letter dirty words. Worry not, today's and all the other episodes carry a G rating. Now, if you want to see the rest, you can click on the link above, or if you're listening to the podcast, just go check the last 3 weeks for the others in this series. Now, today I'm saying it's the longest four-letter word, so it's actually not a four-letter word. But, you know, we often think of dirty words as four-letter words because a lot of them are. And so the longest four-letter word is accountable. Well, why is that a dirty word? Because most of the time when we hear it, when someone says it to us, it's associated with things going wrong. Like, that was screwed up, I'm going to hold you accountable. So we don't feel so good about that, right? Or it's associated with blame. I'm blaming you. I'm holding you accountable. Or the finger is pointing at us. In the two other examples, I already was pointing the finger at you. So if that's happened to us a lot, we're like, I don't like hearing this word. I know it's not 4 letters long, but we have a lot of baggage about it. We don't really want to hear it. But is it really? Is accountable really a dirty word? Should it really have all that negative baggage associated with it? Well, here's my definition of accountability. In short, accountability is ownership. Well, ownership isn't bad. Like, think about all sorts of situations when you want to have ownership. You want to own the car. You want to own the house. You want to own your choices. You want to own the chance to do good work. You want to own lots of things. There's nothing wrong with accountability. It's not so dirty, really. But it feels that way because so often it's come across to us that way. We've been blamed. We've had the finger pointed at us. So if we're a leader and we want to use that word accountable, if we want people to be accountable, if we want people to take ownership, how do we change their minds? Well, you won't immediately, because they've heard that word for a long time with the finger pointed at them, and it never gets used until something's going wrong. And so you're not going to change people's minds about it immediately. You can over time, but you must use it carefully. You must not only use it when things are going badly. You must not only use it with the word hold in front of it. I'm going to hold you accountable. But rather, I'm going to help you be accountable. I'm going to help you take ownership. I'm going to help you be empowered. Changing it and using it carefully, changing it and using it differently, we'll start to change all of this. And then lastly, reward it. If you will reward people for taking ownership, if you will reward people for saying, that's on me. If you will reward people for the pride that comes with getting great things accomplished as an owner, then will we start to change that word accountable to just being a powerful word and not a really long, dirty 4-letter word. Let me close with today's tweet. Accountability isn't a dirty word, though some act like it is. Being accountable is simply taking ownership and responsibility. When we talk about it all the time, and not just when things go badly, people won't think accountability is a dirty word after all. You may be listening to this episode on the podcast, the Remarkable Leadership Podcast, and if so, I don't need to tell you this. But if you're watching this on YouTube, on my blog, or in some other place, did you know that I have a podcast called the Remarkable Leadership Podcast? It comes out twice a week, once a week with an episode like this, and once a week with an interview that I have with a leadership expert or an expert leader. You can join us and subscribe to the Remarkable Leadership Podcast. I hope you'll do that. Hope to see you there, and I hope to see you back here next week for another episode of Remarkable TV and the Remarkable Leadership Podcast.